Most of us PCOS women often underrate the power of herbs, and I feel like it's very common with us PCOS women that live in Nigeria, right? We often underrate the power of herbs, and I feel like one of the reasons why we do that is because we have these herbs in surplus. Like, we have them everywhere. Everywhere you turn, you see natural herbs that is very, very good for certain things. But most of the times we underrate the power of these herbs. And today I'm going to be talking about ginger and vitex, right, for PCOS. If you just see me for the first time, my name is 𝐏𝐂𝐎𝐒, but 𝐏𝐂𝐒 for short, and I bring you content about PCOS, fertility, hormonal imbalance, and everything there is to that topic. Now, in my whole years of struggling with PCOS and this past 4 or 5 years of actually actively working on my body and trying out things that actually work for this PCOS thing, I have really learned that ginger could change the game for you in your PCOS journey. I feel like people don't talk about ginger enough. We don't talk about the power of ginger for PCOS. We don't talk about the power of ginger for certain health conditions. We don't talk about the power of ginger to even boost our ovulation. Yes. So a lot of people don't know that ginger can actually help you if you're having a spike in your LH. Like, every time you check your LH level, it is always high. Like, your body does not even know when it is ovulating and when it is not ovulating, which is the number one thing that happens to us women who struggle with PCOS. It is like a very common thing. You know, every time you get the ovulation test strip to check if you're ovulating, it just shows you 2 lines there and you're not even ovulating. Like, you're not even experiencing ovulation. You've not even seen your period in a while, but every single time you check, the ovulation test strip shows like you are ovulating. I understand because I experienced it too. It has happened to me too. So I can relate. I know what it feels like to actually go down that road. So today, I want to talk to us about ginger and vitex, right? I made a video. In my last video, I talked about it. Like, I just brushed through, and I said I was going to make another video talking about the benefits of ginger and vitex for your PCOS. Number one thing I want to talk about is inflammation that comes with PCOS, right? If you have PCOS, you and inflammation are automatically best friends, especially when you have not started working on your PCOS yet, right? You and inflammation, you guys will be having meetings every time of the day because you drink water, you are inflamed. You do anything, you are inflamed. So inflammation is one of the things that is going to happen to you a lot with PCOS. And one of the symptoms of this inflammation is bloating. As a PCOS woman, you would agree with me that you are bloated half the time, especially when you eat things that actually boost this inflammation. Things like sugary foods, processed foods. It just makes you bloated, like before you count 1, 2, 3. You understand? So now what ginger does is it helps with these inflammations. Ginger would help limit inflammation in your body. That's what it will do. And another thing that ginger will do is it will balance your LH. It will make sure that your LH is not rising when it is not supposed to rise, and it is not coming down when it's not supposed to come down. So ginger would actually help with your LH levels a lot. A whole lot. And a lot of people don't know that in the olden days, like before all these medications and the rest, from my study, I studied and I found out that the women behind, like before, like the women in the olden days, right, they would actually use ginger to trigger ovulation in women. You're shocked. That's how shocked I was when I found out. They will use ginger to trigger ovulation in women. So what they used to do is they will give shots of ginger to a woman that is in her period, right? Through the period of time that she's going to be having her menstruation. So they give her shots of ginger. And then this would help trigger ovulation in a woman. And I'm wondering, is this not like what clomiphene is supposed to do? The difference is that you don't take clomiphene while, okay, you take clomiphene while you're on your cycle, right? So these things are things that really can actually help your body naturally. And a lot of people have been so dependent on medications that they don't want to hear anything about herbs. They don't want to hear that a herb is doing anything. They don't want to hear it. Anyways, so now let's say, how do you use this ginger to achieve this result? And you know that if you're getting a good cycle, your PCOS symptoms would actually subside, right? You wouldn't be so bloated, you wouldn't be so inflamed, you won't, if you can actually get a cycle, right? Or you can actually get your body to ovulate on its own, you would feel better with your PCOS. Do you get? And ginger would help you get that. Now, how do I add vitex to this ginger? How do I make my own ginger drink, right? If I want to make a vitex and ginger drink, all I do is I get the dry ginger and I get the dry vitex, right? And then I blend them together and then put them in tea bags. I think I've said this in one of my videos before. I put them in tea bags and drink them, right? This would help your general body. It will help you your progesterone levels to be more stable. And you know what happens if your progesterone levels is stable? If your progesterone levels is stable, it makes you have more periods, you ovulate more, your fertility will be at tops. So yeah, so ginger helps you a whole lot with your PCOS inflammation. It helps you a whole lot with fertility in PCOS. It helps a whole lot in a lot of things in your fertility journey. So I would say that if your body can tolerate you taking ginger, please, by all means, make yourself ginger shots and make yourself ginger and vitex drink and start taking it. Your body will thank you. It will thank you so much. And please don't forget to incorporate a healthy diet plan and body movements. Make sure you're moving more often. Make sure you're more active in the day, right? To help your body metabolism work better. So if this video was helpful, please click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I drop a video.